If it works out for them, no bomb planted, and you can see it's a full eco here, and a bit of aggression is what you'll love to see here on the CT side of Dust 2.
I also noticed they had no diffuse kit in that pistol round, which I think if you weren't going to stack B can be very risky.
Right.
Imagine having to retake the B bomb side of the pistol round with no kit. You have no time at all to do that in. This is looking like a much quicker round. Axal somehow finding a kill. I think that was over on long, and Heavy Guard will find one as well. What's happening here?
It's fine. The HP's so low, they won't be converting these kills into a round, but still, we'll have some knock-on effects financially. As you can see, it's a pretty concise mop-up. To really write home about. A little bit concerning. They lost 2 players. They get a good start into the map. They're normally going to dominate and have the confidence to perform, especially on a map like Dust 2. We're going to take that long take, though, as they've got a decent score, taking a lot of damage en route. Inter's behind blue. Find some salvation there. Still got the new box to jump up towards short. We're going to see how that kind of changes play at a pro level. It's going to be Rain to find the first kill on Heavy God. Down he goes. Nice opening frag, and they can kind of just reset their setup now. It's going to be towards long, where Cloud9 will challenge, and it's going to be Rain with his second, finding Icy on the cross.
Yeah, they're slowing them down so much with grenades, with flashes coming out. And now they got Brokey in position. I'll just re-smoke it. He didn't quite want to swing that, but this MP9 here could be doing a lot of damage. It looked like there was a chance there. Carrigan would have waited maybe just a second longer, but a 5 versus 3. I don't think FaZe need to be moving around too much. They can just kind of dig in here and wait. And the question is there even anything that Cloud9 can do right now?
Not really, Anders. They've got no utility to speak of. They've got a Molotov and a couple of flashes. They're locked in behind. So that player holding long doors, he's more than likely to get at least one. That's all he has to do at this point when they exit. It's going to be Rain. Nice angle. That's all he had to do. That's pretty much round guaranteed, especially when he mows them down like that. 6-0 for Rain.
Well, Axal just trying to get that shot with the Deagle. Not quite connecting. It is interesting to see some of the players that, again, used to have, like, you know, be pretty much on top of the world. Axal definitely being one of them. Rops as well. You know, seeing how they can adjust into CS2 a little bit more. Surely it'll happen eventually, but there are some players that have found a little bit tougher really getting into the swing of things.
It's weird for Rops especially, like, in the first, like, 3 or 4 events in CS2, I remember saying myself and, like, different interviews and stuff like that and on desks,
He's
like,
the best player.
He's the best player in CS2 right now.
I remember that. You lied.
Apparently I lied, because, yeah, it seems like, as of late, especially since they lost Twists, it feels like he really hasn't been performing to the same level. It's difficult to quantify as to why that is, but we just talk over this eco round for Cloud9. Not getting anything done here as of yet. If you're not aware, this is the new look Cloud9 roster, the debut of 3 players, especially just Axal and Boomage remain from the previous lineup.
Brokey's on for an ace himself.
Yeah, dude, he's actually kind of killing it right now, isn't he?
Oh, I feel like Axal should have given it to him. You know, it'd be a gentleman thing to do, but it's going to be Rain out on long instead.
Boosted. Brokey's actually got control of lower B. This is a missed shot that's going to cost him his life almost certainly. Not going to capitalize upon it though. Deagle comes through. Should be the double kill here for Cloud9, but Brokey somehow gets away with 99 points of health. Rain pushing offshore. Keeps things at an even kill here. 4 on 4. Boomage down to 21 points of health. He's behind Xbox right now. Going to jump up towards shore. Brokey just thankful he's still alive after all of that. Nice shot from Rain. He's also in the zone, fully locked in.
That is sickening, yeah. That's one of those angles that can be very, very hard because the T's just seem to be able to duck down behind that wall all the time, and you're just kind of missing all the bullets, but not for Rain. He's 9-0 at the moment. Brokey's 9-1. So between the two of them, they're playing some pretty good Counter-Strike. And look at the rotation coming in. They're actually ready at the B-bomb side. Already 2 people there. Don't have that many grenades to hold them back, but they just need basically 1 kill apiece here, and they're going to be fine.
1 and done here is absolutely fine. It wouldn't be ideal. He's going to have some backup. He can just get 1 and survive.
Oh my God.
He's going to take all the aggro regardless. He really is having a field day. Oh, he didn't reload the Deagle on the previous encounter. Shouldn't matter too much here. I see with a difficult shot, especially Cloud9 will be dropping those sort of strategies today. For now, they have got a couple of smokes. They're making their way towards shore. Maybe we'll see something like that. Looks likely to be a mid-take, though. And you can see Frozen is set up perfectly for it. Not going to be giving them any close-range encounters where they can pick up an AK and kind of find momentum in towards the bomb site. They're playing it very passively, reading the economy well here. And they've got their 2 smoke. Let's see if they go for something like an avant-garde execution. If you're not aware, that's when you get the cross smoke on catwalk, then you drop on the boosted boxes as well, a smoke there, and then you try and get over towards the side with a couple of flashes. But time will tell. New ideas, a map that's evolving. I don't think we've seen the most out of it since it came back into the map pool. Got the player break now, some new rosters.
We're still seeing a lot of mistakes where people put up the smokes they used to in CSGO and forget that the grenades can blow them open. It's like people run over the cross at long and they just they forget that suddenly there's no smoke. So it's kind of interesting to see how that plays out. But
okay, so that's what people are doing now instead of Avangard. So they're still doing it the same way. Interesting. Elevator smoke with the cross smoke itself. You can see it hasn't done too much for them just yet. 5 versus 4, but they're getting closer. The AWP, especially Brogy, should be going down here, but he continues to dominate here on the CT side. For the shot while Icy peaks. The grenade, if that's an HE, yeah, it's going to do a ton of damage. Boomage feeling the brunt of it. The current meta is you actually have multiple HEs in towards CT spawn.
Right.
Buy an extra flashbang if you have this much economy as well, and just have multiple HEs in there to keep bombarding the short area when they're trying to set up. So we'll see if that develops as the incendiary getting deployed. Here comes another HE. Oh, Anders, that one's going to sting like hell.
Ouch.
Another 30 damage inflicted to Boomage. Heavy got down to 65. That's going to be walking wounded. And Carrigan, that is lovely. Nice and snappy with the AK-47. Intez will pull one back, but he's down to 36 points of health. It's another 4-on-3 for FaZe Clan.
And Viridor, just 10 seconds. They can't even get the... I don't know why they're running out. I don't think they can make the bomb site with 10 seconds.
You're right. This is a bit of a shambles.
Yeah, like...
They couldn't even win the round. They were just like, okay, should we go lose some more AKs, I suppose, and run into B?
Has more than 3 kills right now on CLOUD9. And we are, you know, in round number 8. So they really have had almost no impact on the game whatsoever. Rain getting a little bit of spray on top, removing just the top layer of smoke there. Ready if there was going to be another one. Heavy Guard goes down, but they will catch Carrigan. It's Icy with that AWP, and they are trying to put some pressure. Boomich, he's up at the window waiting for the smoke to fade and see if he can get that one kill they need. Rain, just with the help of Frozen, going to be able to get another kill. And it will be Icy and Inters left. 2 versus 4 with 20 seconds. The bomb's in the middle, so again, probably not a winnable round.
With 20 seconds, yeah, you might be onto something, and Rob certainly is as well. Best weapon. Not a lineup I'm familiar with, but you can assume that's where it's going.
A lot of damage through Rops, though. They'll pick up the first one. Boomich will be able to run him down. So, again, that's all you needed, all right? A flash, get a little bit close to whatever rifle. Obviously, a little bit easier if it's the AWP, because it closes the distance a lot quicker, but 4 versus 4. The bomb planted.
Axel's
a real chance here.
Going for the existence.
Oh, yeah.
The old classic, Anders. That's the kind of backstab you love to see. And now, Retake might as well go for it, I suppose. You got 5 digits and a few players.
Yeah.
Time ticking away. It's looking like the first Cloud9 round. Smoke towards tunnels, though, suggests they'll consider this one as we wait for potentially a flash to come over. I
could
guess
also lock them in.
They're just locking them in. They're just making sure they take everyone down here. So even if they will win the round, they might lose everything going with it. We'll have a look. It's going to be the AWP making its way through. AWP goes down. They can't really grab it, can they? Oh, just about.
Cloud9 side, but still, it's their first round, and they obviously need to win the rest here on the first half. So they've got to make this an 8-4 scoreline. Otherwise, they're going to be in a lot of trouble. They probably are anyway. Rops down below will take down Boomich and escape, giggling through the smoke back on his side of the map.
Yeah, it's very well played. You can see all his protocols there, pushing halfway up middle to check suicide, see if anyone's chilling there with the AWP, confirm that no one's clearing middle, and Robs will find his second. Headshot towards Icy as well, the AWPer of Cloud9, looking very good for a 9th round here and a financial reset. As we hint for a 5 versus 2.5, Axel down to just 20 points of health. Oh, Carrigan, that's beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't had a chance to be in many fights,
Dude,
but
he doesn't even take any damage from that, and Axel's waiting for that particular push. That's with the M4 versus AK as well. That's kind of crazy. He wins that duel.
It's very well played. Heavy God and Inters, 2 versus 5 again. Just nothing about this seems winnable at the moment. The real risk here would be Carrigan sort of going down and then opening up into a 2-on-4, but again, it's
okay. The
such a long road.
chances Carrigan's had the frag when they've pushed 2 players up short. He hit those 2 bangers.
Yeah.
Now he's had key duels towards long and bottom and middle as well with great timings. He's nailed all of his shots. He has delivered every opportunity he's had so far, and he is playing a very smart spot at this stage. You won't see many CTs ever in T-Spawn. It's actually going to yield a frag by the looks of things as well. This is wild from Carrigan. Oh.
Wait until time runs out. Make it.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
gonna
hate
go
to
for
see it. It was so well played, and maybe he'll convert it. He was just protecting the AWP. Oh, he just pulls the trigger at the wrong time, and they're going to take the AWP into the next round. Game, and they lost with this roster. Like, you didn't anticipate Rops, Rain, Brokey, Carrigan. Everyone's performing at a very high level right now, which is rare for FaZe. Like at the start of a tournament, usually, I think we all know at this point, they always seem to fumble the first 9 rounds of a game.
Step right.
Then they wake up and they get like a 9-3, and then they kind of wake up a bit, and then they can close out the best of 3 just about.
Yeah.
This is a very rare occasion where we see them come out all guns blazing so early on. Heavy gun applying pressure towards Carrigan. Can't find the killing blow, though. Still 5-on-3. Carrigan just trying to buy as much time, rot the clock before he goes down. He wants to do some damage before they finish him off. T's have a couple of smokes, a Molotov, with 2 waiting on the side. Carrigan patrolling long, making sure they can't peek from the crossover. It's very difficult. They have to take care of Carrigan now, and how are they going to do that?
Yeah.
The smokes.
Again, there's so much hesitation going on right now. It makes you very nervous watching this. Down to 17 seconds. One mistake here, especially with the bomb that close to the ledge. You've got to be careful it doesn't fall into CT spawn, because that can happen, and you don't want to be in that position here. 8 seconds, you're right, getting close. No scope by Brokey, and he's going to try and go back-to-back no scopes. They'll still win the round, but it tells you something about what frame of mind Brokey is in. That have actually happened. They've got so many.
Dude, they've been absolutely
Rain has
walloping them.
Yeah, Rain has 18, which is the same as Carrigan, Frozen, and Rops combined. So, just to say,
Rain normally knows to show up in the big games on the stage. Like normally, group stage is a little bit quieter.
Yeah, he wants a crowd, you know.
A few anomalies here.
Well, this is a nice start. Good job. Headshot from Icy in the middle takes down Brokey. It's got to start somewhere, right? Even if the map's probably impossible to recover, just try and get some of the individuals a little bit fired up, and don't let FaZe walk out of this map just laughing their way into the second on Inferno, which, by the way, is in FaZe's map pick as well. This is CLOUD9 that picked the map. So,
well, looking good for 10-2. Not a done deal by any stretch, but let's see what they can do with it. Now, this is what you want. You want pressure from short and long end.
Yes.
You want to make sure they're overworked. Like they have to be mindful of both positions. They need to be active, so that flash will enable a swing. But you can see that it's overwhelmed on the bomb site, and it's going to be a nice finish. I would have loved more of these to kick things off. They did get the AWP pick at the start. Certainly is beneficial to thinning out the defense, but it looks like at least we have a game on our hands. So 1 round, it's definitely GG. 10-2, however, win the pistol, find some momentum yourself. You probably won't be winning the game, but you can make it a lot more competitive.
yeah, I think a map like Dust it can invite the kind of crazy comebacks at times if you really lock it down. But obviously, we need to see that before we can even really start entertaining that question here. Nice shot from Heavy Guard and Icy.
Every duel we've seen, it seems to be going in one direction only. We'll see if Cloud9 can pick up a much-needed pistol. It goes without saying, this has to be a win. We'll say it anyway.
Yes, Axal will land the first shot here. I said this is going to be his comeback game. We're a little bit away from that at the moment, but, you know, it's a start. They decide they don't really want to go out long, and that's probably a good move for FaZe. If they had, there would have been 3 people waiting for them, and it's kind of hard. There's a huge choke point, obviously, and in a pistol round, you don't have all the grenades to get rid of that corner. So now they're backed up on short instead. There is an HE here on Icy. See if he can find the timing for it. I think it lands a little bit behind them, so not necessarily the grenade making the difference here. Oh, Axal again. That was a fadeaway shot. He's looking for one more here, but it'll be Boomich to find the head. But the bomb is planted. Frozen on his own here. He's going to try and see if he can defend the bomb site. It is highly unlikely. So he had to get the ace with the Glock, and that's not going to happen. Axal with 3 kills instead. But the bomb plant for FaZe is not half bad. I must say, that little interview that we got with Frozen just coming into it here was very cool. I enjoy that, like him seeing. Obviously, unlike
Any of my country.
you or Frozen, I didn't make it that far. But the story's a bit different, but you know, still.
Well then, it is going to be the Force Spy, Curtis. Oh, or is it? No, actually, it's not. I actually tell a lie. It's a bit of a partial
That's
investment.
interesting, though.
So Brokey has been given a Galil. He's got Kevlar as well. And so they're going to try and get the bomb down again, ideally. Try and just get a few kills here. Like, they don't need these rounds, like, considering they've got such a huge buffer.
Right.
So much breathing room here. Like, I guess this is not really required. So they'd rather, like, win this game. chaos. It's getting a bit dicey. Okay, it's fine. I was going to say is
creative with the economy because
no, it's exactly that's how you play it by the book. You don't see it too often actually, and they're playing it by the book.
Here we go. Running right through the flames. Brokey trying to close the distance against Inters. He's going to be able to get the kill. And that should open it up. It's just Heavy God alone on the bomb side, and they surely know that. I say just, but what a headshot. What a spray down. 3 kills for Heavy God. Ready to battle on with the USP. He gets another dink. He almost could have had that one. But I think Frozen with the AK on the other side, maybe just a little bit too much. So 2 versus 3. And the bomb at least is going to get planted here, but through the smoke. It's Axile to find Carrigan. Frozen. What a shock it would be to Cloud9 if he wins this one.
Certainly capable. Been a while since we had one of those massive Frozen clutches, but this one's setting itself up quite nicely. Again, if you can just bring it down to a 2v1, 1v1, just keep them real modest. It's absolutely fine with the loss bonus accumulating, the bomb going down. That's fine. The fact he gets one and just keeps them on their toes here. Nice work from Cloud9. Disciplined retake there. And we said it was a must-win round, and they managed to convert it, no problem. A little bit tight on the defuse. They did have a kit there available, but it was absolutely fine either way. And here we go. This game's starting to
down to 2 in that last one. So if they can do some more in this one, I mean, they can keep them low all the time. It makes the comeback so much harder for Cloud9. Speaking of comebacks, I mean, it is a 10-5 scoreline. It's still not a great position to be in, but it looks winnable, whereas at the end of the first half, it kind of looked like it was never going to happen. They definitely could have got
a buy out of this one. They could have had a mixture of AKs and Galils, but they wouldn't have had the Brokey up. And I think Carrigan's mindset now is just like, let's just keep applying this pressure.
Close it out.
Close it out with our gun rounds instead of trying to steal these rounds away and being a little bit compromised. So I think he's the ones to get the AWP online, AKs across the board. Still fine, still plenty of breathing room here, but slowly but surely, Cloud9 are gaining some purchase. Here on Dust 2, defense. Okay, this is actually a big round. We're going to have to see Inter step up here. Doesn't work out whatsoever. That might be enough to pull the save early on. I think it is. So there is a round stolen away.
You mentioned existence earlier.
Yeah.
Drop down.
Yeah.
Existence is some real old school lore, but at one point, existence, I think, found a solution to this mid split, which was pushing the CTs in the B bomb site into Upper Dark.
Sure.
Basically attacking into the part of the T attack that was coming from Upper Dark. Because the problem is when you're inside of the bomb site,
you have to reclaim territory.
It's
kind of sit there,
crazy,
right?
yeah. And it was so cool to see. Like, obviously, existence was legendary for the strategy side of the game. But I remember seeing some of those games where I thought, like, oh, this is a really smart idea. Obviously, it's risky. But sometimes the Ts, if they're in Upper Dark, like they're waiting for their mid push to come through, and they're not ready for somebody to be rushing them down. They're like, oh shit, like now we're more
beneficial. But got ran down with the pistols, and that's a huge round. You can see how it's affected the economy. We're saying they're just building into that rain, pushing through the smoke. Finds Boomage early on. Lots of control now for FAZE. This is the nightmare with the CT. You have to start reacting. If you lose long so early on, you need to reclaim territory. That's what they're trying to do towards short. They cannot afford to be pincered here. You've got Robs holding up a B. A very common reaction would be to push the tunnels as well. But they're just biding their time here, bleeding out those CT resources, making sure when they do make their final commitment, they've applied enough pressure across the map that they've expended the majority of the CT utility here. Looks to be a long take eventually. 3 players there. Robs will sacrifice control of upper B, feeling like he's showing some presence, and they're not exactly sure it's going to be an A finish here. You can see they've got 3 players to the B side of the map, because the only round FAZE have got so far is that mid-to-B split. Oh, massive Molotov as well. You can see we've got 1 player defending the entirety of the A bomb site for 5-7. It's going to be Icy actually pulling one back. That's not bad at all. That was towards middle.
Yeah, but the problem is still this 1-5-7 here for Axile. It's going to be very hard to make this work. Carrigan ready for the turnaround here, but he won't get shut down. Nice shot from Icy. That's not necessarily that easy to pull off. 2 versus 3. There is going to be a bomb plant, if nothing else, here for FAZE. There is a kit on Icy as well and a smoke, so if they get onto the bomb site, they should have a really, really good shot at doing this. And they're pushing 2 people out long. Brokey, though, is what they're going to be running into. He doesn't really seem ready for it. The flash, though, and the spray looks good, and it's going to be Rain going down last. Icy having a beautiful round here. Slow start for him and everybody else really on Cloud9, but 14 kills.
Dude, that was going so well for FAZE. They get the opening kill, all that long control.
Yeah.
And we're waiting for the reaction to come through. Never really got it. Icy started finding some picks, forced their hand. He's still good after winning the partial buy. The FAZE, bear in mind, they wanted like single AK and a few pistols. So they got plenty of money, but no Brokey. Icy starting to come to life, starting to show his value here. 15 kills. Top of the board.
What an experience. FaZe they can't play an easy game. Doesn't matter if they start well or bad, like they're gonna find a way to make it interesting. And we appreciate that. It does make it a lot more fun to cover their games, but I'm sure it's maybe a bit stressful for them. Just knowing you have to struggle at some point in every best of 3. Icy in the middle just deletes Carrigan. I don't think he even saw what was happening there. 5 versus 3 all of a sudden, and it's getting very interesting, Henry.
Yeah,
we were ready to move on. We were like, what?
No, this is going to be a good game now. They chose this map for a reason. Didn't really get going to the level they would like in that the first half, I should say. But we'll see if they can fend off little B split here. What a smoke, well read. They've absolutely owned them. You can't just all go for the window, you'll get mowed down.
Trying to make the way through. The timing's actually a little bit good there. Heavy God was just looking away, I think, as Robs came through the smoke, so there was a chance there to make it through. Still is a 2-on-3. 35 seconds. Rops and Rain. With Rain playing the way that he is right now, that's got to be considered a big problem. I think it's Boomich trying to push Rain here in upper dark, and he just goes for it. Reads it so well. Boomich gets deleted. Some trouble coming the way of Cloud9. Smoke, he's just going to push in front of it. I might just wait inside of it. Rops on the other side to call the information, to pull it out when Rain needs. So there's a headshot, and now it's just Icy pushing with the AWP. He's going to get the shot, but Rops has mind-gamed him on this one. Oh, actually, he's not. I can't believe it, Rops. He wins that 9 out of 10 times, but Icy pulls it back instead.
If he just didn't peek, I think he wins.
Yeah, well, especially because we just talked about this. They made economic choices at the start of this half to not try and close it out with MAC-10s and Galils. They really wanted the weapons, and that was one of those rounds where you say, well, that maybe could have been it. IZ taking down Carrigan, playing in what at one point in time was called the Fox position.
Yeah, true.
Named after Dozier's brother, I believe.
So, what kind of execution towards A do FaZe have at their sleeve? When you line up there, you're normally just doing the cross smoke. Icy is looking dangerous.
4-round gap. Yeah, Icy's he's hitting Rain and Brokey numbers. Actually surpassed Brokey at this point in time. 19-11 scoreline. Drop down into CT spawn, obviously going to be heard. And Rain actually taking a fair bit of damage even.
So they'll be aware. They'll be looking to fight him in towards spawn. Challenging as the smoke fades, however. So unlucky.
Yeah, he knew, but he just didn't have the mechanics to do it. Ooh, that was such a lineup for him. He took his time with it, but he still couldn't land a shot. Boomich and Inter's now up in the windows. A double headshot for him.
The one round they've won so far was with this sort of buy. It was 10-2 first half, bear in mind. Won't be this one, though. Boomich going to town on them. 4 kills from the in-game leader as Axel.
They've almost lost that edge. It's going to be a push out long, it feels like. The bomb has actually dropped a little bit further back, so they're not fully committed to it, but with the position on short here, you have to assume that's where they're going to end. Brokey flashed out of that, otherwise probably easy kill. If they can't get short control, then this long push is going to be dead. Axel gets traded, and Boomich. Can he fight Brokey? I don't think Brokey wants to go for it.
He's going to go join his comrades towards long. They've actually got some open passage here to actually make their way towards the bomb site. They did get sprayed down before, Anders, and it's happening again. This time it's Icy. They find Rob, so that's so frustrating. They're trying to get across like quietly and efficiently. But bear in mind, CTs can't jump up in those CT spawn box. Now looks like a bit of a mess.
Oh no.
From FaZe, and no one's really crossed. The smoke's now expired. Just gonna get a scrappy plant in there. The bomb will go down, and now it's Carrigan left in the 3 versus 1. The way he's playing right now, you never know, but not gonna happen. Double digits for Cloud9. Pretty easy victory towards the end of it. FaZe look a little bit ruffled out there. With the plant and the loss bonus accumulating.
Here we go.
Taking another one. An eco, that is, and we're just gonna be rushing B-boys. In we go.
I love it. This can absolutely work. I mean, it's famous for a reason. Inter's trying to turn around for the flashbangs. He does get one, but it's immediately traded out. Icy up in the window. Very important shot there just to thin them out before they try and plant the bomb. Nice shot from Rain in the middle. 3 versus 3. And they should get the bomb at the very least here.
Oh no, Robs.
Yeah, take it easy. Oh, he's still going to be able to catch it. Axel kind of caught sleeping there.
I think that's getting CS2'd when you get that sort of bug. You're trying to jump up, but it actually might have helped him out in terms of the timings.
Yeah.
Some way, somehow. This could be full map point for FaZe. Rob steals one away with the MAC-10 after fumbling a couple of the jumps up. See whether they can retake the bomb site. Icy's been playing unbelievably well. Started to sneak through the smoke. Time is ticking away here. The bomb going at some pace. Ice needs to make his move now, but looks like they won't be converting this one. That's the kill that matters. And that alleviates a lot of pressure for FaZe. They win with the pistol. Nails frozen. Brox's bow. I can see they've actually pretty desperate times here for Cloud9. There's been so many close rounds that have been clutched out. They've got 3 MP9s at map points here. Like, if ever there was a chance to close out a game for FaZe, this would be it. Couldn't ask for much more than this. Problem is, Ice has got his AWP, enters. He hasn't got a bomb site anymore. He's left B wide open after being dropped by the AWP, and that should be enough for GG. We'll see.
Yeah.
Heavy God, if Carrigan checks him, it's all over. And he does. Well done to the in-game leader. It's going to be Carrigan pretty much confirming the victory here. They've got 1 player at least towards long. Frame going down doesn't matter too much. They're so far removed. It's map point. Icy towards shore. I can't even build you a concept of how they win this one, Anders. It's going to be just a formality at this point. Maybe padding some stats because unless FaZe throw it, which is getting there, that's the kill. Okay, should be absolutely fine. Ladies and gentlemen, there it is. The debut game for Cloud9 is a bit of a roller coaster affair. A 10-2 first half, but they certainly had FaZe sweating in the second. FaZe will win 13-10 on their opponent's pick.